Today I want to continue discussing the 3 R's of business plans. I believe that strong business plans are as much a product of the process used to create them as they are about the details contained in them. And for me, this process has 3 phases: research, refinement, and writing. Last time I discussed the research phase, the homework, fact-finding, and the initial analysis of your idea, your market, and your customers. In today's video, I want to talk about the second phase, refinement. Creating a strong business plan involves iteration, and this is what I mean when I say refinement. Your idea may be powerful, but even the best ideas can be improved through an iterative cycle of presentation, listening, adjusting, and repeating. The process will result in a thoughtful re-examination and ultimate substantiation of the core idea you are developing. Here's some key ideas central to the refinement phase. First, don't work in a vacuum. The road to a strong business plan should be populated with smart people who will ask you hard questions and provide valuable criticism. Open up your address book, call those people, ask them if they'll help. Ask for introductions to others who will listen to your idea and give you this valuable feedback. When Ross and I were developing the idea that would become CrowdSpring, we did this over and over. We repeatedly sought out the toughest feedback, literally asking people to tell us why our idea would not possibly work. Intuitively, we knew that the idea would become stronger with each round of criticism. Go through this process as many times as it takes. You'll know when you're finished when you can answer all of the questions and all of the challenges that your critics put to you. After these meetings, you may feel like you've been through the ringer, but you're actually well on your way to strengthening your business plan. Sometimes this can get frustrating. Often a piece of feedback will force you to go back to look for more information, and this return to the research phase can slow your progress. Keep in mind, though, that this is what the iterative process is all about. Present, listen, adjust. Your presentation itself will also get better and better as you go through these cycles. Whether you're working with a slide deck or a stack of notes, the feedback and insight you gain through the process will give you the opportunity to polish as you go. So a few points on the presentation itself. Please make sure your slides are visually engaging. It doesn't have to be flashy, but it should certainly look and feel professional and consistent. Be careful that your slides don't get too dense, and limit your use of bulleted lists. Use graphics, animations, screenshots, and try to stay away from plain text. When presenting, don't just read the slides, but rather let them provide information that supports what you are saying out loud. Let your audience absorb the content on the slide as you discuss the accompanying details. Watch them carefully and pace yourself accordingly. You have to know when to speed through a section of your presentation and when to linger. And be prepared for interruptions and questions. Smart audiences are curious, and if they're asking you questions, you know they're engaged with you and your ideas. For many entrepreneurs, the slide deck itself is the entire business plan, and this is a legitimate approach. No matter your approach, my advice is to update your deck after each meeting. Use those insights while they're fresh in your head, and support the adjustments with solid research. Next time, I'll discuss writing the actual business plan document. Whether it's a slide deck or a thick report, it needs to include certain elements that are common to all business plans, and we'll talk about those in the next installment. I'm Mike Sampson. Thanks for visiting CrowdSpring.